Alright, and number 27 on the RCA Albums box set. We're getting close to the end of the movie soundtracks as far as individual movies are concerned. There's some compilations that show up later in the set. But right now we're going to deal with 1966's Spinout. Spinout is notable for actually the bonus songs are better than everything else that's on this album. Stop, Look and Listen, Adam and Evil, Never Say Yes, Am I Ready, Smorgasbord, Beach Shack. They're not good songs. There are outtakes out there. If you can find the outtakes of Elvis, I think it takes 1 through 3 of Beach Shack. Much like A Dog's Life outtakes, they're hilarious. You actually, when you hear those outtakes, it's Elvis having a mental breakdown, singing Beach Shack. One of the lyrics is dum dee dum dee dum yeah yeah yeah, in my little beach shack or something like that, and he adds like, what do you think I am, dum dee dum dee dum. But as far as this album is concerned, the title song, Spinout, is much better than you would think it would be. There's actually a remix that I will see if I can find on YouTube and link it in the description below, that kind of puts that in a new light and helped me rediscover and reappreciate the title song. But some of these other ones are just not that great. Elvis tries his best. He really does. And we'll go through these track by track when I get to the movie. But it's a rough listen until you get to the last 3 songs on the album, which are Tomorrow Is a Long Time, Down in the Alley, and I'll Remember You. Tomorrow Is a Long Time is a song written by Bob Dylan. It is... Bob Dylan described it as his favorite cover of any of the songs that he'd ever written. And it's on Spinout. Yeah. That's frustrating. As an Elvis fan. Because nobody heard that. There are so few people that know and have heard that version of that song. It's just really disappointing. Down in the Alley is this really tough, bluesy song, and Elvis is starting to get re-engaged with his music, and there's a reason why. These 3 songs come from some sessions that actually resulted in the next album in the series of albums. And I'll Remember You, he ended up coming back to in the Aloha from Hawaii special. The writer of the song actually ended up having cancer and passed away, and so Aloha from Hawaii was set up to raise money for the cancer fund. But I'll Remember You is one of his prettiest vocals. I actually prefer the studio version on Spinout to the live version on Aloha from Hawaii. If you can find online, Spotify or YouTube or whatever, Google Play or Amazon or whatever, if you can find those 3 songs, Tomorrow Is a Long Time, Down in the Alley, and I'll Remember You, listen to them, because this is where you would get the first inklings that Elvis was bursting at the seams to get back to music that meant something to him. And it's just a shame that it was buried on an album that otherwise, most of these songs, you could take them or leave them. You could put them in any Elvis movie. Any of those formulaic ones, and they wouldn't change the plot at all. Especially stuff like All That I Am, which isn't that bad of a song, but it doesn't go anywhere. But if you can find those 3 songs, they make this album worth buying. They make this album worth listening to, because they are phenomenal. So that's Spinout.